Hi crafty friends, Lacey here, the Cheeky Bum, back with another video. So this is an outgoing swap, and this swap is the My Favorite Things swap hosted by Leave It to Lisa Crafts. I was super excited about this, but I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to do it, and I ended up just doing this. So it's February. I already had Valentine's out, but I was working with my favorite Valentine's collection and my favorite Miss Kate Cuttables collection. So I decided I'm just going to go with it. I was going to pull out a whole new collection, but then I was like, most of you know that I really like Harry Potter. I was thinking about maybe Harry Potter, but I know a lot of people are like not big Harry Potter fans, so I'd hate for somebody to get something that they might not like. And then I was like, oh, maybe I could do Halloween, but not everybody likes Halloween, and it's February, so I was like, you know what? I already have Valentine's stuff out. We're just gonna make it Valentine's-ish, and that way people have stuff to use for their stash for next year. So this is what I came up with, and I incorporated other favorite things into this. So my main swap is in this little boombox. I will link the tutorial for this boombox down below, but I love music. I am a music lover. If I'm crafting, if I'm not watching YouTube or a tutorial, then I am either listening to an audiobook because I love books, or I'm listening to music. And I'm a very eclectic music person. I personally love classic, rock, alternative, but I like pop, I like instrumental. I listen to a lot of like Celtic music because I'm Irish and Scottish, so I listen to a little bit of everything. So I thought this boombox was perfect, and it's really cute, and you open it up and it's filled with little cassettes, and I was able to put all my things in the little cassettes. Now the tutorial pictures uses a bigger cassette that fills the whole box. I didn't realize that there was two different sizes of these cassettes. I've had this in my stash for a while and I just never used it. So I just made what I had work. It still works. It's still a cute box, and I still have room to put something up here, which I think I might have. So it's not like sloshing around. So in this first little box, I have rosettes. These are vellum rosettes. If I'm going to make a rosette, it's going to be vellum. Probably because I can make these on my Cricut and they just turn out perfect and neat. I like vellum because it folds nice. It's got good structure, and I like that it's transparent. I left all of them blank. This one was like one little oddball. I was going to use it as one of the embellishments, but it sat up a little too high, so I put it back in here. But we have different colors that go with the collection. So there's like a minty green, there's a blue, pink, and red, and there's a lot of them in there for people to use, or whoever gets my swap to use. I guess we'll go to this one underneath it. So in this one, what do I have in here? Oh, here's all my like embellishments and die cuts. I will put like at some point in this video, all of the requirements will be up in the corner. I had made these little picks, and I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with them, so I just kind of set them in here. They're just little heart picks from the Dollar Tree. I just used this wavy banner. I don't even remember where it was from, and I just kind of folded it over and cut off the end. And yeah, I just thought that they were cute, and I liked them, so we'll put them in there. But first off, I have these banners. This is probably my most used die. I like making these. They're so universal. I use them for so many different swaps. I just made them for another Valentine swap, and it was already on my desk, but I've seriously, 8 out of 10 times I've used these in a swap. And this one, I have just some little Polaroids. So I have these little Polaroid cameras, and they have a little picture, and I left them out so like they could put them however they wanted. They could add little pictures to these. They could really jazz them up. there's that one. And this one, this is just the Scrap Diva little frame. I did multiple ones. I think there's 2 of them, but I've done multiple, like the base layer, the top layer, and then like the little frame layer. But I didn't put them together. That way they could make them dimensional if they want. They can do whatever they want to them. So I left those kind of blank, but kept them in there. And then in this one, I have a few pairs of sunglasses. Summer's coming up. I like these sunglasses. I feel like they work with just about everything. So I have sunglasses in there. So, and they all fit kind of nicely in these boxes. These boxes have good dimension. So we're going to put those back in. And then in this one, I have flowers. Now, this is my favorite flower to make. It's a KSCRAFT flower. I don't know the exact name of this flower, but I like this because it's like the perfect size. It's not too big. It's not too small. So I have multiple colors in sheens in this. My dog is tip-tapping all around. Sorry if you can hear her. But I have some like shimmery ones, some flat ones, and so forth in there. And then in this last little box, I have a big chunky dangle because a lot of you know that I like to make a chunky dangle. So I have this nice chunky monkey dangle. It's got a lot of different facets in it. Like when you pull it up from end to end, like it's just a lot. I've been loving these lips this year. This is probably my favorite Valentine's buy of the season. I got them in 2 different sizes. I'll probably definitely buy these again. I really like them. And yeah, I just, you know, I like a good dangle, so figured I would make one. So that's what I have in my boom box. Also, one of my favorite things to make is also this little shaker jar box. This is an altered KSCRAFT die. I also really love cherries. I love I love cherries. I don't know. I feel like cherries and lemons are my favorite fruits to craft with, and I could do cherries all year long. I don't know why. I really like them. So I did that, and I also put different things in the inside. I do like making shakers. I love using clay bits. So I have shaker balls in here. This one's got like a clay bit mix. It's got some pearls in there and hearts. And then this one's got some like conversation love sequence in that one. And yeah, this is, one of my favorite things to make. I've made this multiple times for multiple people. Everybody seems to really like it. And I made it very similar to the first one that I made last year. I made it with the lips. So I made it very similar as like a throwback to that one. And I really like how it turned out. I just like it. And I always put it on a magnet. Everybody loves that good magnet, right? So I have that as well. And then I also made a pokey tool. I love making these little mini pokey tools. So I did that as well. I worked on a tutorial on how I made this, so that might go up this week. I've had some people reach out to me and ask me. So I have the little pokey tool, and then we had to do our favorite sweet treat, and these nerd gummy clusters are everything to me right now. I don't know why. I really like nerds, and I do tend to usually like gummy things. I usually am more of a sour gummy person, and I've just kind of been skipping over these, and I bought my first pack like a couple weeks ago, and now I'm obsessed with gummy clusters, or the nerd gummy clusters. So I put in a pack of those, but then I also put in some Haribo. I am a Haribo girl. I love usually the sour ones or anything sour, but these ones are Harry Potter, and I do love Harry Potter, so I'm going to throw in a pack of Harry Potter Haribo. We also had to do crafty tools. So, like, I mean, this is a tool, but I made it. I think these are crafty items, flowers, rosettes, crafty items, and then I have my die cuts and embellishments. I feel like I might be missing something, but I'm not quite sure. So as my crafty tool, I picked up these Heidi Swapp scissors. I had a pair and now I can't find them, but I really like these for like fussy cutting. I just love having a little pair of scissors, and these ones are nice because they don't have super small like openings. You know, we don't all have like itty bitty baby fingers. Oh, is it gonna sweet? Like, I really like these ones as well, but I don't like how small these holes are. I like to put like 2 fingers in. I don't know why. When I'm cutting, it gives me more control. I kind of like these ones, I kind of hold like this. So hopefully I can find mine because I really thought about opening these, but I didn't. And then just a pair of tweezers. Now these are simple tweezers. They're just from the Dollar Tree, but I use tweezers more than anything else because I use them as like a pokey tool. I pick up like if I'm using little foam squares, I'm peeling off the backs of foam squares. I don't know. I use them for delicate die cuts to put glue on the back. I don't know. I use these type of tweezers all the time. I like the ones that have the slight little curve. I have two sets in my drawer. And they're a good price point. So if I do like bend these or these get messed up after a while, I don't feel bad. But I always have these curved tip tweezers in my drawer on my desk. I use them every day in crafting, every day. So that is what I have for my swap. I was missing something. So I also made this card that I'm going to put in my swap. Some of you had seen a similar one. I had made one, and then Mika was like, oh, I really like that. So I stuck it in her swap, and it was slightly unfinished. But this time I've made another one. It's more embellished up. I left this down here open so they could put like love, or they could put somebody's name if they wanted to. And it opens, it's just a matchbook like this, and it opens up like this, and we have this cute little insert that says light my fire. This is probably my favorite card that I made this year. I fell in love with like the first one. I was like, oh, I'm going to make multiples of those. Excuse me, because I really like them. The only part is finding this piece, which is like part of the cut apart. So I have a lot of like this piece of paper, but the cut aparts, I don't have so much. So I'm going to have to try to find a stamp or maybe like a little mini matchbook die that I can put on the front, because I don't know. It does something to me. I just like this card. It's one of my favorites. So we put that in there as well. And then for Lisa, I am doing slightly different things because I know that as a hostess, you get a lot of paper crafts. And a lot of times you don't get around to use it and you get a lot. So I'm putting in a couple of my other favorite things. I have my favorite sweet treats for her. I do have a mini pokey tool because it's tiny. We can always use a pokey tool. But I'm going to give her one of these candles. I love candles. I have a candle going every day. I don't burn them. I use a candle warmer, like a lamp, and I love them. And the Strawberry Kisses one, oh, it smells so good. It's just like strawberry shortcake in a jar. So I'm gonna send this to her. And I had a couple other things. Obviously I feel like a little like my desk is a mess. I've got to clean up, but I have a couple other things for Lisa as well. So stay tuned. You'll see it within when you visit her channel, when she does my swap reveal. So thank you so much for watching another video, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.